Hi, welcome to your Wednesday night musicians hangout with your hosts, Crash Fist Fight from Fatal Butterfly and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, it's great to be back. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. It's
2
awesome.
more days till Friday.
Yeah, it's almost Friday. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Seriously. Some weeks feel so long, and talk about it feeling long. Like I was not, I guess we didn't have a show last week because I was out of town. So it was pretty fun, but I missed y'all last week. So it's good to be back. And I'm excited to have another musicians hangout. I'll go over the mission statement really quick, and that is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music.
Yes.
All right, so we have our guest, Black Magic Noise, with us this week. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Yeah, I'm Mad Shrimp MC. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Ilvon.
And I'm Arliss.
And then
Same crew as last time.
also
Nice.
another part, to mention
Gotta say it.
were the brothers lyrically attacking citizens' knowledge.
Microphone assassins generating intellectual chaos.
No one is zealous enough.
Black Magic Noise. There is no democracy. There is only crew. BMN.
BMN. I love that you guys dropped like the microphone assassin.
Yeah.
That was great.
For those trailer park boys enthusiasts, some J-Rock there.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a microphone assassin.
So, what genre are you guys?
Don't eat the cupboard.
You're psychedelic hip hop.
Nice. So that sounds really cool. And do you guys play instruments or do you write beats online?
A little bit of both.
Both. Okay.
Arliss and I both play instruments, but Shroom also plays like synthesizer as well too.
Yeah.
And he does like little ditties. He played
Right.
kind of like a bass in a band that we had like many moons ago.
No, I played the keys in that band.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that you were a bassist.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Leave the kitchen alone. Sorry.
Yeah, we use like Logic, Reason, sort of thing, Ableton, the whole nine.
A lot of digital audio workstations.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then produce beats that way,
Very cool. Is there a certain program that you use for that?
Logic, Reason, Ableton.
Sometimes Fruity Loops in the past.
Oh, those are programs?
Yeah.
Those are all
I mean, we also
Other
use
things.
Logic and Reason. Just-
Logic and Reason is
those actual programs? Or?
Yeah, those are all programs. Yeah.
Brain programs.
They're brain programs.
We're on
yeah.
the brain.
Brain software.
We're about that life.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. I've heard of Logic before. I think I maybe my band has actually used it too. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask my guy.
Not be surprised.
It's
Honestly.
it's pretty
Not be
widely
surprised
used.
at all.
It's
Yes.
like the answer to what's
We
that
have.
called? Pro audio or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like if
Or
you
Pro
use,
Tools. Pro Tools.
If
I was
you
like,
use
wait.
Mac,
Oh,
or
I-
use Windows.
I know Pro
Like,
Tools.
what is the,
I know
what
Pro
is the
Tools.
balance of it all? So
Yeah, like Logic is like the max answer to Pro Tools, essentially.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, it's like an
Okay,
upgraded
okay.
garage band, you know?
Yes, we use GarageBand for a lot of our recording too. Yeah,
It's so easy
fuck
to use.
yeah,
really
it's free too.
it's free.
I have a showdown going on in my kitchen right now.
With the cat and the dog.
I'm trying to challenge you, huh?
The cat is in the corner. He's dinging in because he's not wanting to back down. She just wants to play. He's going to scratch her eyeballs
Who's
out.
going
Ooh.
to
I'm going to go take care of this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
figure out your kitchen
I'll keep
supremacy
the
issue?
questions rolling. So, how long has your band been together? When did you guys form as Black Magic Noise?
Well, we just celebrated our 10 year anniversary.
Oh,
Well,
that's
we've been together for longer than that, though.
Yeah. okay.
But
So,
yeah,
was it a 10-year anniversary of your first album together?
yeah, it was like first shows, first
Okay.
releases. So at one point, all the members of Black Magic Noise lived in one house together.
Oh, I got
We had
you.
a studio in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We had
Nice.
a CD duplicator.
Wow.
And so we would like make the songs come out, put them on the CD duplicator, make the CDs all right there. And then
Oh, that's perfect.
put 'em
Crisis
out.
And then we
averted.
would go to a Chinese restaurant and take out all the chairs and tables and like create our own venue, basically. to
Oh,
all
wow.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Garden days.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, wow. That sounds so fun. Oh, my gosh.
So like
Beautiful.
2009 is really when we started like going full steam, kicking that off, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's about like right around when I met Shroom.
yeah.
So was probably when I just turned 19.
Yeah.
So
And I never met either of these
Yeah.
guys. I don't know who these people are.
I remember bringing my
House,
guitar over
You know what I'm saying?
to
Just-
Shroom's house. And
They
then
just run
Carlos
you off
was
the
there.
street.
He was like, "Oh, you're pretty good." And then I gotta go.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Doing
I
it.
know.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Totally
sweet.
love
Awesome.
it. So, yeah.
10 years later.
So, like, you've been together 10 years. So, do you have quite a few songs then? Like, how many songs do you guys have?
How many albums do you have?
So-
Yeah.
Albums upon albums.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Wow.
I've got like 7 or 8 projects of myself on Bandcamp, you know.
Okay.
And he has,
Yeah, I probably got like, 7 or 8 myself.
and then
You
he
know.
has like 30 million beats, you know. That, and
I put out so
Instrument.
many beat tapes during that time period.
Right.
So during from 2009 to like 2014,
Wow.
about like maybe like a beat tape a month.
Is that about how long you guys lived in the same house, too?
No, I never lived with these guys.
he
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I never did though.
We lived there for about like 2 years
but
altogether.
I'd
I
always
think.
be up there.
But he
Yeah,
he basically lived there. He was always there. But
There were, at one point, there was like 5 of us. So
Yeah.
Mm.
missing other members and stuff. So that was,
yeah, we've gone through a lot of transitions and stuff. So
yeah.
I bet that was a fun house, though.
it was though.
Yeah.
Just like always something going on here.
There
A
was.
hangout house.
Yeah, it was definitely the kick.
Or just a musician house, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was all hours of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a legit studio too. Like my dad helped us build this wall. So we had this whole like booth set up that was all carpeted and foamed up.
Oh,
We had
nice.
a pretty good
Mhm.
setup in there for a vocal booth. So we were
That
very
vocal booth was legit.
we were very prolific at that time. We were making stuff constantly.
Yeah. That's great.
You guys are still, it seems like you guys are still always making like a bunch of cool stuff happening.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I've
yeah.
seen some of your videos and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I hear you produce your own music videos. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We've been known to do that. So we're doing this green screen talk show type thing, and we'll film this like in our kitchen, and then I do all the editing.
Okay.
But yeah, we've also like done plenty of music videos. Like, what's the single that I
Spirit
shot?
Bomb. Oh, that you shot?
That I shot for you.
It's a riot.
Oh yeah, it's a riot.
Yeah, that was for a competition that I was in last year.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
Yeah, it's a good song.
he shot and edited that whole video, which was
Yeah, it
fire,
sounds-
by the way. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But we also like outsource a lot of our stuff too, like to try to build an economy and like participate in the artist
and
economy.
you know what? I have mad respect for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
we
you
specifically outsource a lot of it for that reason. So
Building our community.
Also, this guy animates
oh, that's true.
and
Oh, really?
videos and draws cartoons for other people's videos, and he has a few of his own too.
Oh,
Stuff right
awesome.
too. But yeah,
Oh, we should get together because my band Fatal Butterfly, we've been talking about doing some comic book stuff as us as a band and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I draw a little bit. It's always nice to have like fresh eyes and like maybe you can help out. Give me some pointers. It's hard to draw yourself. I feel
I
like.
draw myself constantly, so
No, Arliss is really good at drawing and like drawing people.
thanks, man. I have like I've refined like a specific style You know what I mean? That like makes it easier to kind of caricaturize
This is
people.
part of a
Okay.
sticker.
Oh
actually.
yeah.
Maybe you can see it.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
dude, that is
Me.
sick.
Very cool.
It totally is.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the face. That's totally the face.
So, do you do art as your career? Is that your business, or is that a hobby? That
It's like a supplementary income and just a passion.
Okay.
But I mean, I'd like to have it transition, but I don't want to transition over to like doing that unless I have, plenty of clients, plenty of experience. Like I don't want to just like jump into it,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
because I don't want to make it my complete
time-consuming.
It's very time consuming, and so I want to do.
What you do.
It's nice to get a little extra income for sure, but if I can do it for my passion for right now, that would be ideal. But I would like to like eventually, move over entirely.
I really just have to say though, and put this in there, like animating takes a lot of fucking time.
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, don't drop the F-bomb.
Sorry.
Okay, I told you you would. It's okay. Like
It happens.
Pretty fast, doesn't it?
it does.
In America today, like
It
what
takes a lot of time.
is on effects and stuff, I was like, what? Like you
What?
can actually say that on TV now?
I
Yeah,
know that.
seriously. Well, if the president can say half of the stuff he says, I mean,
Yeah, you should probably let it slide a little bit.
Right, like,
FCC
whatever,
needs to
like-
let up.
Yeah, FCC, come on, man.
He's so violating in so many different ways.
You right.
Mm.
So I was going to ask you guys, what does your band name mean? What does Black Magic Noise mean, and how did you guys come up with it?
So the thing about it's a hard one.
This guy history.
I'm like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
it's
don't
got
feel
a
bad."
lot of history.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of history. In one sense, say overall, like people tend to fear what they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah.
a lot of times back in the day, and even still to this day, you know what I'm saying? The masses are like the people pulling the strings, you know what I'm saying? Corporate America sort of people, you know what I'm saying? They anything that's not what goes with the machine or what they want you to do, or even their religion or something, they label it black magic. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Evil.
I get that. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
It's
so,
happening a lot.
with black magic noise, and the sound going against, like, I don't know, going against that machine. You know what I'm saying? And it's doing our own thing, and people may not fully, because we're a little all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I do my own thing, he does his own thing, Vaughn does his own thing. We come together, and it's black magic noise, like this Voltron monster. You know what I'm saying? And so those sounds meld together, and just they go together, even though they're like pretty different. You know what I'm saying?
And when he
So-
DJs our stuff, like when we go to a show, we don't have like a set list.
Right.
Like he DJs our stuff, like
Okay.
live. So whatever beat comes on, that's what we're doing in the
That's
moment.
what you do.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's sort of like black magic there too, because it's like in the spot, there's this crazy magic that happens from all the chemistry
Yeah.
and songs that he chooses. It's like this one in a lifetime type experience, And it's like magic in that way too.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly what that's like.
I totally get that. Yeah, there is a lot of chemistry when you've been together a long time and you have a really good connection as musicians together.
Yeah.
I love that you guys can just, have that, like,
That flow.
yeah, that's really good flow.
Thank you. Thank
Very
To just feed off of each other's energies and
cool.
you.
Mhm.
All right. It's real.
being, we always have to have a set list.
Right.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like in some situations it's good. It's really good to have a solid set list and have it all planned out and everything. But I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
how cool would it be
I
just to
love
have your
the
beats like shuffle? Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I
see
just
what
really
happens.
like a lot of times every crowd is different, and every situation that you come to is different. So you'll create this set list, but then a lot of times it's like if you play a song like your set list in a different order, it'll make that crowd appreciate your music even that much more.
Right.
Agreed.
Even if you're in a band or anything else, like a lot of times it's just the feeling of what people want and what they want to go with. So it's a very big part about choosing your music and choosing the music of that night, because show that you go to, it's a different crowd of people. It's a different experience that they're gonna come into trying to So
yeah, I will say the crowd up here in the north end, because I'm in Lake Stevens, does not have the same feel as like the Tacoma crowd. The Tacoma crowd is like, they're just way different. Up here, they're kind of sleepy and kind of lazy, kick back, but down there, they just want everything just bumping and going and moving. So like, I like that.
Where are you guys at?
Multiple genres and everything, we can like tailor make our sets like in the spot, you know. It's like if they want to dance, he's got EDM on deck. If they want like just rap your face off, melt your face with some rap lyrics, he's got that. If you want some like crooning and stuff, you know, I can deliver that. So
sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I ask the guests where they're located, because I'm in Swim, Washington. Crash is in Lake Stevens. Oh, that way. Crash. So where are you guys located? Where are you from?
That way. No, sorry, that way. Yeah. Nah, we're in
I'm that way.
Yeah, right. We're kind of spread out actually, because he's in Shoreline, I'm in Seattle, and he's in Everett. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're setting up a strategic plan of attack on the state.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Very cool. Oh man, I love playing in Everett. I played at the Anchor back in June with Crash. There we go. So awesome. They were a fun crowd. So.
Have you played at the Black Lab Gallery?
No. So I just started playing the music scene in the city last year, so I have not explored many venues yet. But I have explored quite a few, if that makes sense. Like a lot in Tacoma.
Awesome.
Yeah, Black Lab is awesome.
A lot of great people, great community of individuals.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Really cool community at the moment that's building, you know.
Oh, good.
Nice.
We lost so many venues up here that like the whole entire music scene has shifted to Tacoma because they just have the venues and the people, and it's like, man, I just hate going down to Tacoma. It's number one, it's a far drive, but it's worth it though, because the scene down there really, you know, they make it worthwhile.
I love Tacoma.
We haven't really played that much, actually.
Unfortunately, we haven't.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to. I've always wanted to play out there more.
Every show I do in Tacoma is big.
And it's fun. Like, the Tacoma fans are awesome.
I always hear good things about Tacoma.
Yeah, me too.
I got mad love for Tacoma. So, yeah, I want to do that.
We got to get on it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen soon. So.
Very cool. What venue do you guys currently play?
Black Lab, Vermilion, Art Gallery,
Central Saloon.
Oh yeah, I love the Central Saloon.
Right.
I just hate the load in, but you guys don't really have.
Well, we don't really have
kick drums and stuff to have to load through the front door and like hold it above your head as you're walking through like the crowd, and they see you coming, and they're just like, "Well, I'm just gonna continue to stand here."
Yeah,
that's like that's the one thing I don't like about the Central is their load in and load out.
Yeah, it's pretty inconvenient that way.
The parking kind of sucks. Like you always have to pay to
the
park.
Parking in Pioneer Square is nice.
Yeah, it's Pioneer Square. So
yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, same with Capitol Hill. Like Vermilion is such a cool spot, but like at least they got like parking lots you can pay for. But it's annoying.
That is annoying, yeah. Especially when you've already, you know, spent the money to get there, and I don't know, like. It's nice when there's free parking for sure, you know.
The Nectar is another place.
Nectar.
Oh, I love the Nectar. The first time I ever have you guys ever heard of Doomtree?
Yeah.
Or POS? The first time I saw them was at the Nectar. And then I just saw POS at the Crocodile last year.
Oh, dope. Oh, the Crocodiles. That's another one.
We played the Crocodile.
Yeah, Crocodile's nice.
Nice.
I actually know the booking guy at Croc.
That's very cool.
Yeah, we opened up for Jedi Mind Tricks at the Crocodile. That shit.
Nice.
Nice.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, it was packed too. So
Good.
that was good.
Yeah, it was one of our favorites for sure.
That's great. Yeah. I would love to play the Crocodile someday. That's sweet.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I went to the Nectar Lounge last year in February, and I saw a jazz band called Marvin, and they were pretty rocking. And I really liked the crowd there too. It was pretty fun crowd.
It's Fremont, so everybody's kind of uppity
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
which is nice, kind of.
No, it's Fremont's one of the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss. I mean, that's every neighborhood, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a real thing, you know.
Seattle chill is a real thing, man.
You know.
It's true. Yeah.
Sweet.
Stand there and stare at you.
I know. Like a lot of the times we'll go to a show and like everybody's just like,
Really?
Piece of art. This song will be over, and they'll just be like,
That's it?
yeah. But when we go out of town, you know, everybody's like,
What?
Seattle, I don't know. Even Everett, man. Go to Everett or Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
Yeah, right.
You got to play Leavenworth?
yeah, we
Oh,
played Leavenworth
no,
quite a
quite
few
a
times,
few
actually.
times.
Yeah.
Where do you play in Leavenworth?
Yeah, they're Hinterhoff.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. I go to Leavenworth every year for like a mini vacation. So like
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
that would be so
Yeah.
cool to play there. I would love to play in Leavenworth. I just haven't explored that yet. So
Yeah.
very cool. I'm
Just
kind of
looking at Leavenworth, I'm just like, I don't think my band would fit in very well
yeah,
here.
that's what I was thinking too, because we're metal. So I'm like, would Leavenworth be?
I mean, there's a huge punk scene out there. I'm sure metal would be appreciated out there, and like,
Yeah.
Venue in Wenatchee.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, there is one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they have Snatchy Records, and they play at this one bar out there. That's like an iconic Wenatchee.
Oh yeah.
bar.
Pagan County Rebels, they're on Snatchy Records.
Yeah, and they told us about that place too. I forget what it was called though.
Snatchy Records.
That's
Because
what the venue
Because
is.
it's from Wenatchee, but everybody in Wenatchee always calls it Snatchy.
Oh, okay.
Snatch.
I used to live in Wenatchee on Met House Street,
If you
so
look at their discog from back in the day, they have some great experimental music that comes out, and crazy like good punk music, and just like different stuff. So
Cool. Oh, nice. So, do you guys stay up in Leavenworth when you play there too? Like, is it like a full on like, yeah, that's awesome, that's great.
we know people out there.
we know people.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Leavenworth. You got it.
Leavenworth are people. I want these people in Leavenworth. I have people here, people in Tacoma. I got people in what, Lake Stevens now?
that's Lake Stevens,
Two people from
Arlington. The two people in Arlington.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We'll do a trade.
Right. I like that. Yes, that's real shit.
Got the two people. Yeah.
It's negotiating, you know. I mean,
Right.
we can negotiate our terms.
Right.
There are people.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about your journey as musicians. Like, when did you guys start your musical journey as individuals?
I think you should start because I think you.
And ours is always freaking
Start.
pointing at Shroom. Like every time you're like, it has to be this way.
Well, it's because like he kind of started Black Magic Noise to begin with, and that's why I want you to talk about it too, because
Okay.
that and
Yeah,
You know.
I feel it.
makes the most sense.
So yeah, when I was just a young spore, you know what I'm saying?
Young sport.
I used to ride around with my dad all the time, listening to all these cassette tapes of all these different cuts, all these different rap songs and stuff. and he also had some records and some turntables. And one day I was going through the records and I saw one that he was on, and it was a Compton Conspiracy compilation. And so, yeah, I saw that. What is this? He's like, oh, yeah, I was on that. And he played me the song, you know, that he was rapping on and stuff. And he was on the vinyl record, you know, like.
Whoa.
And she showed me the cassette tape too, like he had on cassette and all that. So yeah, I was just that changed the game for me, you know.
Yeah, I bet.
You know, I'm like, I thought that was the coolest thing. So
yes.
be like that. So, you know, that.
And you can actually find that online, that song.
Yeah, for real. So it's by Big Stripe called Get Busy. You know, I think that happened. We were just listening to it. I had a session earlier. Shout out P the MC, you know what I'm saying? But we were playing it earlier and they got the songs all switched up online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. But either way though, that song made me want to rap and
awesome
music. And so ever since then, you know, I've been messing around with it over the years, you know, and in middle school, you know, I had a little group of friends. We were all set. We were gonna just do like all the elements of hip hop. One dude was a graffiti artist. One dude was gonna break dance. I was the MC.
Nice.
So you had like a little crew going.
Yeah, it was going down, and that was that was when we started Black Man. Like that's when the name kind of came up at first.
Okay. Okay.
How we were gonna be, you know, and it had like a whole different meaning going on and things back then, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like 12.
Yeah, you know, right? For real, you know.
Yeah.
Held on to that, you know, kept rapping and doing my thing, trying to get better. We got some equipment and things got set up to where I was at 16. I recorded my first song, you know, and that was really dope. That was major. And then a couple years later, or a year later, I met DJ Corn Dog.
I've heard of
Dog. I love Corn Dog.
Yeah, shout out DJ Corn Dog. Can't be here right now, but he introduced me to RLS, you know.
Yeah, because Corn Dog. So I was friends with this guy, a mutual friend of Corn Dog's, and so he brought me to the studio, and he's like, "Hey, get on this song, like, put a verse on this song." And I was like,
yeah.
and it already had verses on it.
I forgot about
but I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll get on this song, yeah, man." And so I got on the song and I left, and then he comes back to the studio, and he's like, "Yo, who is this? Like, who is this random person who put a verse on my song?" So hadn't even met or nothing, but we already did a song together.
I told him that's so
I was
right.
like 18, 17. No, I was like 18. I was 18.
Yeah.
And you must have been.
Because I was like 17.
Okay, so I was like 19 then.
Yeah, I was 17 at the time when I met him and did all that. Definitely.
Yeah, so Corn Dog's like, yeah, just put a verse down on this song. I'm like, all right.
And yeah, he was doing that, man. I'm like, who is this? What? What's going on? I said I was gonna come back. Like, what? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, well, luckily it's dope. You know, I like it, so that's what's up. Like, you know, that was cool. But then I met him actually on my 18th birthday.
Right.
Yep, or like right around that time. I remember we were like going to the strip club for the first time. Like right around that time or something.
And that's where you met?
No. At the strip club, yeah.
No.
He was dancing. And I was like,
oh man. No. No, we met at the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like part of this, you know, celebration.
Yeah.
I don't really remember, but I went to the strip club a lot at that time. So who's to say?
Yeah, that was.
Could have been a Tuesday for all you know.
It could have. It was probably a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah. I was a dumb 19-year-old. Where else am I gonna be?
We're all done when we're 19.
At a strip club.
Oh my god. I'm scared to think about it. I don't even know. I don't even want to know.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of that anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. None of that. No more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were a different group back then, and we were working with this other artist and guy who owned the studio, and that was a kind of part of the situation of how we met.
Yeah, because I was living with the guy who had the studio, because we had been making music since we were like 13 together or something, 14 together. So he had gotten this spot and offered me a room there. And I was like, that's perfect because I definitely don't want to live at home and I can't really afford anything else. So, and he had a studio. So I was like, perfect. You know?
That is perfect.
Mhm.
Nice.
For real. And so things didn't work out with that guy.
No, clearly.
And and so after he was gone, we had a whole new ragtag set of team members. Shout out LSG.
Yep.
Also, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
But we had the little team there, and so yeah, we did Black Magic Noise, and we've been rocking it ever since. You know,
Mhm.
so built up from the ashes, brand new.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's it. So many bands do that. Like Fatal Butterfly, we have started over so many times. My band Kerplunk started over a couple times. And,
Yeah, man.
We're kind of like in the position where we got to kind of reform like every 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
It's been
but-
pretty solid right now.
yeah, it's been a pretty solid formation. So knock on wood.
Yeah.
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, I think, but yeah, so now we're like working on a group project, you know, and so we're probably gonna have a compilation type mixtape done pretty soon,
Right.
where it's
Very
gonna be kind of a various collection of our different styles and you know our group.
Ooh,
So
That's cool.
definitely want to hear that.
And then I don't know if you got to talk about how you got into music, you know, or how you.
Yeah,
Back when I was like, I'm 29 now. Back when I was like 15, my friend showed me how to use FL Studio, and he wanted to get me, because I was playing guitar since I was young, so I had an understanding of music. So he tried to get me how to play "Stand by Me" by forget that band name.
like stand by me, that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And-
stand.
Oh, I know who that is, and I can't remember. It's like
I can't remember the name either.
It's been covered like a million times.
no, I don't think it's like
It has.
Sam Cooke, is it?
I don't know, but I was able to make the whole song.
You're gonna look craft.
Pretty good at that. And then he ended up giving me a version of FL Studio, so I started playing around with it, and then ended up working on FL Studio for my senior project in high school.
No, that's,
that's
dope.
dope.
And
Oh, that's all right.
great fucking music to my
yeah,
senior
it's Benny King.
which is great now.
Oh.
Benny
That's
King.
who I thought it was, Benny
Oh,
King.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So from there, I was making music in FL Studio until I met a friend named Wisdom, the wax collector,
Wax molester.
and wax molester.
And he's a collector, but he is
a collector,
a wax molester.
but Wisdom. And then he showed me this sampling machine. It's called the SP404. And from that point on, that's when I was about 19, I would want to say. Like, I remember buying it when I had my 19th birthday.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I used that machine for the next like 8 years and made an album with Shroom as well too. I remember making my first couple beats on it, and Shroom came over and was like, "This is dope." And then we made Very High, which was on our first album that we put out together.
Yeah.
So, which was Junkie Funk, the Funky Junk.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of our name, or our band name, actually. So,
yeah, when we
Okay.
Yeah.
the funky junk.
Nice.
So from there, it kind of went like
Well, that's a
just
great
playing
band.
shows everywhere and playing shows with people, making music with people, and producing tracks for different individuals. And it got to a point where like I just wanted to grow more and experiment with music. And for the last like 3 or 4 years, I've been like not sampling, and I've been just making my own music and making different kinds of styles of stuff, using different things, making stuff, and developing my music in a different way. We've made tracks together since then, and we have stuff out, and I fell into the position of wanting to DJ more and DJ for people. And Black Magic Noise, just kind of like, I've been a part of this since I met Shroom back then. remember that shit. It was really, really a great experience, actually, because it was the most positive scene that we could possibly have for music.
Yeah, it was a
And it
beautiful
was
thing.
the most
Yeah, it was very
uplifting scene where there was multiple artists. There was people who would paint, people who would do graffiti, people who would dance, people who just wanted to come out and hang out. And it was a beautiful scene, like absolutely beautiful. And it was
fun.
something to, like, look forward to every single Friday, every single, like, all
Yeah,
the
we were
time,
busy
just to
with
be able
that,
to
man.
We
hang
were
out.
busy.
Oh,
And
man.
I just remember for a couple of years there when I remember not even being 21 yet. When we released our album, like 20, maybe 19, 20. I remember having to stand outside the bar and stand in one little position. Shows just like, you can't be in here. You can't be in this show right now. You can't it with your friends.
And
Like,
you can only go while your band was on stage. And did you have to also have a waiver signed for you? Or no, you were old enough to not do that. Never mind.
yeah, I was over 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a beautiful thing at that time because there was usually like underage kids who would just hang out outside, and it was like that's dope. Like they just want to hang
They
out.
want
Like,
you to listen to the music.
yeah,
They're trying to get in.
but they don't care. They just want to be part of the scene and part of the community. It's like it was dope.
Yeah, it was
It's
a
beautiful.
beautiful thing.
That's
So there was
awesome.
for a while. Then, of course, I turned 21, and then
Your
we
life went
kept
to
on.
crap.
Yeah, exactly. Like job, you have to fucking get your own place, get all your other. shit.
Wednesday night popcorn.
I got my popcorn.
Dude.
You
did say
mean
that.
fun
I said
times?
fudge.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Ron
I'll
punches.
try. I'll
Mhm.
try. But
Oh,
but
pirate.
yeah,
over
so
here.
it just
Got sailors
kind of developed to a
be right
point
back.
where, like, just music was just my life, actually, since I was like 21. And I'm 29 now, and it's like music's been like everything I've wanted to do. So
That's great.
I haven't been able to be like monetary from it, from a very like substantial point, but actually like I love doing it, so it doesn't really matter like at that point.
But that is the goal.
That is the goal.
That is the goal.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
We're gonna tour the world. I almost
Hell yeah.
We're gonna tour the world with our music. That's a guarantee.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh
That's
dang.
awesome. Where do you guys want to start the tour? Like, where do you want to go?
I mean, wherever they'll have us, you know. We've already like toured, you know, a little bit. We've been to Austin and
Okay.
you know.
We just applied to South by again this year.
Mhm.
We're trying to set up some more shows out there around that time. So
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see about an Indiana show. We played Idaho. We played California pretty extensively.
Oregon.
Nice.
Oregon.
We should go to like Michigan.
Yeah, you know what? That's like
See.
multiple people have said Montana, Michigan, you know, those kinds of places.
Mhm.
So we're working on it. We're like every year we try to at least go to some place new once. You know what I'm saying? Play somewhere new.
Yeah, that's great.
And I guess by trend, you know, we've actually done that. You know,
We have really. Yeah,
you know,
we've been
So-
getting out there.
And do you guys mostly go during the summer? Is that the best time for you guys to get together for something like that, or do you go another time of year?
All times of year, but usually, like, if we're gonna travel, it'd be dope if it was the summer or spring or something.
the weather.
Yeah.
permits.
Because of weather, yeah.
But I mean, we'll
Yeah.
go any time of year. Like, you know, we went in April to last April. Me and him did a little tour. He DJ'd a set for me. We went all the way down
Through
Oregon down to Southern California and back. And like, so yeah, if we can, like any time of year, if somebody will have us, we'll be there.
Cool. Do you guys drive? Do you fly? Both?
Depending.
Mainly
Mhm.
we'll do both, but mainly drive for the most
If we can
part.
drive, yeah, we'll do that.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah. Have you ever looked into maybe the train, like doing like an Amtrak all the way down to Cali?
I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing it, but yeah,
I wanted to do that actually. So
I have done that actually. I've taken the train from Seattle all the way to LA
Wow. How long was it?
forever.
Oh, yeah. Are we
No,
talking like 8 hours or what?
No, it was like 2
to
days.
LA, I bet it's like 3 or 4 days.
It's 2 days.
Oh,
Like, because it takes 27 hours just to drive nonstop to
Okay.
LA from Seattle. It takes 27 hours.
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah, I took the
Yeah.
train to like Santa Monica, Santa Barbara,
Okay.
and yeah, that took like 2 days.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
damn.
forgot
yeah,
about
Santa
that.
Barbara isn't that far from LA.
So yeah,
Mm.
and that was a terrible time. 2 days there, 2 days back.
On the train.
Oh,
On
on
yeah.
the way back, my train broke down out like
Oh.
right outside of Oxnard, California. It was like 100 million degrees, and like there was no air conditioning on the train because the engine broke down.
Oh,
Oh no.
So we had to wait for like another engine to show up and like connect all the cars, and I was just like,
Oh my goodness gracious.
and I had my baby was like 6 or 8 months old at that time.
oh my God.
It was I had a horrible time.
Like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. Now she's almost 22, but
Hey,
Oh,
congrats.
thank you. I'm a grandma now.
What? Stop.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like,
I have a 3-year-old granddaughter who I just love. Her name is Tia. She's my little ginger baby.
Shouts to all the gingers out there.
Shouts to all the ginger.
Jesus over here.
Ginger Jesus.
Some of them do have souls.
well, I was gonna
Right.
recommend.
That's right. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Just trying to spread the word.
Oh my goodness.
So about Amtrak, I was going to recommend that if you guys do decide to do that, look into the roomettes if you haven't done that before. Like that's the only way I take the train, but I have a credit card, an Amtrak credit card that I save up points so I can earn trips, and I get like a room when I'm on the train. So you know, if you get stuck somewhere, you just got a room and you got food. You know, it's like it's okay.
Does it come with room service though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
What?
Train.
It comes with room service?
That's what she said. She said, yeah. And I'm like,
That's dope.
I might have to do this next time I'm
That's
thinking
like
about taking a train trip.
Train in first class, man.
I mean, it varies on the time of year you go, the price. It also varies on if their units are full or not. Like you can get a killer deal if not all of their rooms are full. And I get a killer deal because I have the Amtrak credit card and I save up points. So most of the time I get my train trip for free, and I can upgrade to the suite, and you can have your own bathroom. So like, it's pretty dope.
Damn.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
look into that.
sweet.
Yeah, it's got a whole lot cooler.
That sounds like a great way to go rather than
Sounds
driving.
amazing.
Right.
Well, that's how I want to do a tour down the West Coast is on
Oh
Amtrak.
yeah. Wait, can we bring drums and stuff on there? Like,
I was gonna rent. I don't want to take my big old Bertha with me
yeah, I couldn't take my
on
drum.
the
There's
train.
no way that sucker would fit on a train.
Yeah, that'd be
But you
annoying.
got vape pens.
That's-
You want to do drugs?
Oh,
There you go. It's a fact. It's a fact of life.
What do you mean when you're on the train?
yeah.
On the train, on a plane, in a
Wow.
car.
Because there are smoke
Walking
breaks.
on the
When
sidewalk.
They can't tell
When
me.
they stop at certain
Take
destinations,
on the plane if you want to.
you can only at certain destinations.
only at certain destinations, but there are many on certain routes. So
When we rode
Anything
down
you want.
outside of Oxnard, they wouldn't let us out to smoke or anything.
Yeah, that's why you do it in the room. If you got a
And
room.
people were like taking out the emergency windows because it was so hot in that train.
Shoot.
And it was just, yeah. And they were like, can you please not do that? Because now it's just going to be a longer wait because now we have to replace all these windows.
Oh my God. People got
So
death.
please quit doing that. And it's like, well, can you open a door? It's like $1 billion. Can we go smoke? I mean, like, they're like, no, we might take off at any time. And we're like,
That's a nightmare.
it
Man,
took
yeah.
5 hours for the
See,
new engine
like,
to even get
You're
there.
making me want to do it on the
I
train.
know, and I'm
You're making me
being,
not want to do it on the train.
I'm being the super lame person. I'm just saying,
Because I don't want that.
it happens sometimes when you're on a trip.
I take a train trip every year, and I have since 2000. Hold on,
Oh dang.
2000.
11 or hold on.
No, sorry. No, like 2007, 2006. I've been taking a train trip almost every year since then, and I've been happy with it.
Oh, that was the only time is my whole California trip. I've been to Wenatchee.
There were 2 times.
I've been everywhere else, but
There were 2 times that I wasn't happy because the train got backed up 16 hours, but I was at my destination, so I wasn't stuck on the train. And then the second time was we were leaving out of Edmonds, and the weather had washed out part of the track, so there had been damage to the track, and we had to get bused from, oh gosh, I think it was Edmonds to Leavenworth.
Oh dang.
ooh,
Yeah.
that's the best
Dang.
trip.
Yeah, it was. It was beautiful though. It was in the winter, and we got to see Leavenworth all lit up. So it wasn't horrible, but it was still not the train experience. I mean, back when I started riding the train, they would seat you in your roomette and they would pour champagne for you and you could drink. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, what the?
If they did that, I'll take the train everywhere.
Don't do it.
Funding was cut.
I'm like, that has never been my experience. Like, we're like, there's your seat.
They
Dine
don't.
cars down the way. You can get drinks there if you want. But they do have the most amazing blueberry cheesecake I've ever had, ever. Which is surprising because it's, you know, Amtrak.
So yeah, I want to say about 4 years ago, they had funding cuts and they had to stop the champagne. But there was one time that I went back in 2013, and we had stayed in Glacier National Park over the winter in a cabin, and it was just for part of winter break. And the train tenant remembered us and was like waiting for us at like 3 a.m. with our champagne. He was like,
Oh, nice.
I was like, yes, because they were like,
Wow.
we were running late. I think that was the time we were
next
running
level.
15 hours late. And he knew that we were getting on, and he like had champagne ready for us. And he left his room open to us with the cooler that had the champagne and said, help yourselves.
Yeah.
Girl, you and I are going to be traveling the train a lot.
Yeah, right. You need to roll with her. That's
Yeah.
Right?
She knows what's up.
Damn.
I took a train to Bellingham one time, and it like for some reason stopped in the middle of the trip for like 2 hours. So it took me like, 4 times as long to get to Bellingham. I could have taken. I could have walked there by the time I got. I was like, come on, man, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I was like late for my show.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Oh, that sucks to be late for your show.
I saw it. The train is
I've
a game.
been late to the point where I had barely enough time to set up my kit, which if you guys have seen my kit, it's enormous. Like, it's got 7 shells, 7 cymbals. Like, it's just huge.
Dang.
Huge. And it takes me a little while to like set it up and all nice, but no, I had like 10 minutes to set it up. And I was
No.
all because my roommate at the time was taking his sweet ass time and would not load his stuff up, and it was really irritating.
Oh,
Inconsiderate.
Sounds about
It
right.
really was. I'm like, great, you're a guitarist. I'm a drummer. I need to be there at least an hour before like we even get on stage so I can start setting up. Like, ugh.
right.
Needless to say, he's no longer our guitarist.
Yeah.
Or my roommate for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
You're like that night. You're like, you need to get your stuff and go.
Out of the
You're
band.
out of here.
You're out of the band.
You're
You're
out
out of
The
the
funny thing
apartment.
was like that was his third show.
Grab your gear.
It was his first and last show with Fatal Butterfly. Like he spent most of the time like messing with his amp, and he was just like, I gotta blah, blah. It was just a million excuses, and it's like, bro, yeah, call us back when you get your shit figured out, cause like we gig all the time, and we need somebody that's gonna be reliable, who knows how the songs go, and
He didn't even know the songs.
no, like if he didn't know the part, he would just quit playing and start messing with his amp. Like, oh, something went wrong. But over there, he's like, I don't even know this part.
Dude, I'm gonna be somebody guitarist right now. I could do that.
Right, yeah. And go get me a gig real
Yeah,
quick.
pay me like $200.
Right? Like, Oh, I know this part. I'm gonna plug in and play this part. I don't know this part. Oop, malfunction. You know? It's like, damn.
You're like, what the fuck? Are you...
What are you doing?
So it's
Terrible.
I can play any instrument that well.
Are you
I'll take
eating
that.
Skittles, Shroom?
oh my god, yes.
You said what?
What kind of Skittles you eating, Shroom?
Skittles.
Oh, he's
No.
have the Salia.
Need some pomegranate flavored cashews.
Oh wow,
Yum! Oh my god, that's amazing.
that's fancy.
I got the fancy snacks right now.
Oh, you do.
I thought the Skittles were the fancy snacks. I don't know.
Little did you know.
Did you know? I got artesian snacks up in here.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
snacks.
So what you
okay?
got? What you got? What you eating?
Yeah, what you eating on?
That
Popcorn?
was inspired me.
I got popcorn.
I got a blow pop.
I got some pasta.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Next level too.
Well, hopefully here in about 10 minutes, I'll be having some chicken fries.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken fries.
Chicken fries.
Chicken fries from Burger King.
Yay!
Gotta check them out. Oh,
So I
man.
have
You know that he's not even
popcorn.
part of a royal
Or, I
family.
mean, not every night, every show, every musician's hangout, I have popcorn to signify that I'm sitting back eating my popcorn because there's always some drama in the music industry.
That's true.
Oh,
I like
That's
that.
true.
speaking of the music industry, big shout out to our friend Law Ebert. Right, he went to the doctor today, and his doctor sent him to the ER. The ER did a CAT scan and some blood work and admitted him. I don't know exactly what's going on, but
Oh wow.
yeah. So big shout out to Law. Like, get better, pal. And I feel really bad because he just lost his cat last night.
Today, right? Like, oh, last night. Okay.
Yeah, I just heard about it today, but apparently it was last night that
Comes in waves.
I always call every cat kitten. Like, it doesn't matter.
Aw.
It could be like 5 weeks old to like 50 years old, and it's like,
Oh, yeah. It's like-
kitten.
yeah, every dog is a puppy. Every cat is a that's a fact.
Yeah, that's just the way. it is.
Yeah. Except my dog really is a puppy. She's not really my dog.
Oh
I'm
my
fostering
god,
her.
Yeah.
face.
It just wants some popcorn.
It's true. That's
Dude, it's funny because she really wants my blow pop over here. It's hilarious.
popcorn.
And you know what? They're right. Like, this is almost the same dog. Come here. Sky.
Like they look pretty similar.
Come on. Come up here. Yeah. Like, even the face.
Oh my god. Oh, no.
This is my girl, though. Mwah.
She's a lot younger than I was before. So, like,
She's like, my legs are dangling, woman. Can you? He's a good girl.
I think you guys are in the same room and that's the same dog, and you guys are pulling a prank right now
Yeah.
No, actually,
Yeah,
Buddy is.
because they haven't
That's
been on
exactly
camera at the
what's
same
happened.
time yet.
Nope. Can't do
Buddy
that.
is actually a lot bigger than Sky is. Sky
she's
is
pretty
she's so tiny, and she's only like, oh shoot! As a matter of fact, today she turns 11 months old.
She does. Yeah, I'll try to
11
figure out how
months.
big Buddy is. Let's see if I
Happy
can
birthday.
position him back.
Okay.
Come here, Buddy.
Happy birthday.
Come here, bud.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and Sky's like gray.
There you go. There you go. Look at those
dance.
shoulder
Come
muscles.
here,
Yeah.
come here, baby girl, come here.
They're
Jesus.
so sweet.
I know they are though.
They're such a
Dude, she
dog.
never on the same.
Oh, see.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's not the same.
All
bubble.
right.
I guess.
I guess,
Not
I
the
guess
same
it
dog.
is.
I
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
I know you love me. She's my baby girl.
Good boy. He's so
But
good.
look, they still have the same white line up her face.
That's what I'm
Now they're
saying.
on camera at the same time.
I know. I know. I've been proven wrong,
I wish you could do that
unfortunately.
with Smugs.
Look,
I
look
know.
at here.
Like Smugs
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
nap.
He would literally hate it.
Just
Just
you
like,
claw
if I
your-
brought my cat over here like that, he would literally claw my eyes out of my face.
The cat hates the dog.
Oh yeah.
And he is little tiny too. Oh my god, he's such a little kitten. And he does not back down. Like that dog, she just wants to play with him, and he's just like, I will mess you up.
Yeah, cats don't care.
Oh, and she like turned her head. And he's like running after her, just like, I'm gonna mess you up. It's pretty dramatic.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Miss Bats didn't like Buddy at first, but now they're really good friends. And I've got another cat, Fernando, who was a kitten last year, and Buddy thinks that's his cat. So they're pretty close.
I have no idea how to get these guys to get along. With my old dog Popeye, my bulldog, he did nothing. He slept all day. The cat was not afraid of him. He would like hang out on the back of his chair and just be like, oh, you're not moving? I love it. Just like if the dog walked by, he'd like smack him on the butt, trying to get him to play with him. And
Yeah.
Popeye didn't care. He was like, whatever. I'm gonna go lay in the sun.
Popeye. I love
I
that.
miss that dog. He just passed away a few months ago.
Drew, you know Popeye?
Oh, I didn't mean Popeye.
He didn't,
Oh,
I've never met him, but I had Popeye.
She had him for a long time, so I wondered if
Yeah, I've had him for 11 years almost.
I don't
So.
think I met him.
I know the sailor, but I don't know the dog.
Right.
He was an old English bulldog, so he was just like all big and beefy and snort everywhere, kind of like a sailor.
That sounds like an appropriate name for him for sure.
Oh man, you look at him and you would be like, yep, that's definitely. He just has like tooth hanging out, and his like, eye like all winked up, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude. Big forearms, you know, just walking around.
That's what's up.
All right. Well, Maxine, do you have some music news for
I
us?
do. I have a little bit of music news for you all, and I wanted to send out a congratulations to the Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist Flea because he got married this weekend.
What? Oh my God, no. Well, that got to take him off my list.
He's no longer a bachelor, and I hear he was pretty dapper at his wedding, being that he married a fashion designer. So she designed his outfit for the day, and
With
her
the baby doll pants?
Yeah, did he even wear anything at his wedding? Like, why would he?
A sock?
Yeah, right.
Right.
He wore
Like
like
socks
a
from
black
the
and white
Chili's.
sock.
I have not seen pictures, but I hear he looked pretty dapper. That's what I've heard. That's what I read today. So, like, his fashion designer wife, Melanie and Shani, was the one who designed his outfit. So, congratulations to both of them on their wedding. I also read today in the local newspaper, the PDN here, that Nicki Minaj was also married recently, and she is hyphenating her name now, and she is going as Mrs. I think it's Petty or Perry. I'd have to look it up. I didn't write it down, but she is hyphenating her name, and she announced that on her Instagram recently. Lizzo is suing songwriters, claiming that they wrote the hit song Truth Hurts. The lawsuit claims that the Raisins are not the songwriters, and they have no right to profit off the song's success.
Wait a minute. So the Raisins are pissed off at the Lizards for stealing a song?
No,
I love you.
Am I getting that right?
The classic feud.
Right.
Everybody knows. The
The
raisins.
Lizards hate the Raisins.
Yeah, lizards have never liked raisins ever.
I just wanted to get that.
That's awesome. I'm actually a pretty big Lizzo fan. I love that woman.
Oh, Lizzo.
Lizzo, yes, Lizzo.
Oh,
So-
I have no clue who that even is.
Oh, you do. If you heard a song, you would know who Lizzo is. Like the band that closed the night we played, they did a cover of Lizzo.
Yeah.
sick.
It was sick. It was freaking amazing.
I'm sure they were.
And I sang my little heart out because I am a Lizzo fan. Yes, I'm a metalhead girl, but I freaking love Lizzo.
That's what's up.
In fact, the first time I ever saw Lizzo, it was one of those
Put that
NPR Tiny Desk concerts.
Oh yeah, okay.
And she had the best turnout in that studio that they've ever had. And she rocked that desk. Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
God.
No, she's
She's
popular.
amazing.
One of my favorite bands.
Oh God.
They
Crap,
did
look at
an-
Lizzo. Please listen to Lizzo. Like,
Oh, I will. I'm gonna be listening
Yeah,
to Lizzo.
she's 100% that bitch.
yes, she is.
Yeah. Huh. I'm gonna have to check it out.
100%. The
She
genetic test came back.
That DNA test came back. I'm 100%.
23andMe.
All right, and to end music news, I've got a legendary collaboration continues between Neil Young and Crazy Horse. They have reunited for another album. Colorado.
They're like 108 years old. How are they touring or making an album or anything?
They're not touring, they're collaborating. Probably in the nursing home.
They're writing an album. But you know that there's going to be a tour. That's why. There's an album, there's a tour, and that is legendary.
Well, watch out. We can see him at Sato Saint Marcel.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. We're all going. We're going.
I'm down.
Don't worry.
I'm down.
I dig Neil Young. I love classic rock. So I'm a Neil
The
Young.
first time I ever saw Neil Young,
next summer.
You saw Neil Young.
Sonic Youth opened up for him. And everybody booed Sonic Youth because they had, distortion on the guitars. And then Neil Young comes out and he's playing distortion on the guitars. Called up
they felt
Sonic Youth and was like, we're playing a song together. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. But yeah, I was really disappointed in the older, well, back then, I'm the same age of these people. Because back then, I think I was like 18, 19 or something. But yeah, they really made me disappointed in our older people for not keeping their minds open. I mean, obviously, if they like Neil Young, they had their minds open at some point in their lives. Because not everybody is his cup of tea, A
lot of people get frozen in time, encapsulated in their era. And
they really, truly do.
Things aren't like they like it when they were 15. It's like,
I might be
there. I was not a big, like the whole 90s era where everything was like a boy band, like One Direction. I almost said No Direction. One Direction, and like, I just couldn't get on board with that. Like,
it only went in one direction, though, if you think about it. Unless you like.
Oh my god, my daughter was so into them. Oh my god, she's like, "Not a direction," and she's like, "I'm not obsessed. I'm a directioner or something like that."
Oh wow!
But I was like, "Oh, for crying out loud!"
Wow!
Come on, daughter of mine, get your act together. I'm a musician. I have a reputation.
I thought it was like a couple years ago they were popular. How old is One Direction? Like.
My daughter was like 13 and she's almost.
Oh my god!
So it's been a grip.
I don't even know. I can't keep track.
I don't know what that is.
Right.
I just remember because that was a really weird time in her life because I don't know, she was a teenager and losing her mind.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sounds like what happened.
That was accurate.
Yep,
accurate.
That's what I did.
Yeah, right.
Blackalicious, people are listening to NSYNC. So
that's my point. Yeah. Even though now I'm kind of a weird Justin Timberlake fan.
I'm gonna say though,
Why not?
I'm not gonna lie, man. Justin Timberlake's last.
Dude, he brought the sexy back.
Who produced that? That joint was kind of dope though. It had the joint "Sorry" on it, and like that beat is pretty fire. I like it.
Which one? I'm the sexy bitch.
Wait now to say sorry.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you said Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Oh, Justin's mixed up. Timberlake's cool. Yeah, JT's cool.
He brought the sexy back. It was kind
That was
of
a weird song. That song made no sense.
Bringing sexy back.
Yup. I was like, what?
No, but I liked it. It was so funny.
That was a weird time.
It was so dumb. It was awesome.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a weird song, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yep.
Anyway, Justin's. All Justins.
All
You're all
Justins.
cool.
Yeah.
All Justins are cool.
And you're cool in my book, I tell you what.
I didn't even know their name Justins. Like, how many Justins are there? What's the other? What Justin are you guys talking about?
There's at least 17 Justins, and they're all
Timberline. Wasn't there a Justin Timberline?
Sure, why not? The Timberline Cafe.
Well, no, I was thinking more like he did that one song with a girl.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Federline.
That's so funny.
I thought he was just a backup dancer.
Hey.
Oh wait! He did an album, didn't he?
Kevin Federline, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, if Macho Man Randy Savage did an album, Kevin Federline did an album.
Right.
I forgot about Kevin Federline. Oh my god.
Dude, you legit know it. It was exclusive through Kmart.
Yep.
Oh my
I heard that
god.
joint. I heard
The
it.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I thought you couldn't buy weapons of destruction, mass destruction.
Hey, no, that was hot fire. You could buy it.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Kmart.
That was straight plutonium.
Yeah, dude. Macho Man brought the bars.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
I like Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rap suck, brother. No, that wasn't brother. He didn't do brother.
Oh wait,
yeah.
did he not?
Did he? He did brother.
Yeah, brother.
Hey,
Snap
brother.
into a Slim Jim.
If he didn't say
Oh
brother,
yeah, he did. But wasn't he like 5'5" or something? But
I
just
hope
like
so.
really
I would love
stacked.
Oh, I
Isn't it
don't
like
know.
Jericho, where he's just like super short and just like really built?
I would love that personally.
Yeah, that'd be
Sounds about right.
yeah,
Putting it on for the little people, man.
right.
I'm just saying, like Randy Savage, who's like with his beard and stuff.
That was a pretty good one.
Snap into
That
a
was
Slim
good.
Jim.
Crash. Yes.
I'm telling you, I watch a lot of
That was
wrestling.
the end of his career.
When football season isn't out going on, I watch wrestling.
Oh, you a wrestling fan?
Only when it's not football season.
Yeah. So,
There you go.
You just want to watch beefy dudes.
Hey, they look good in their little skivvies. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
the skivvies.
Yeah.
And skinnies.
Yes.
Skinny skivvies.
I don't know how they could throw each other around and they're all oiled up like that. That's
Yeah, right? How do they even grab each other? I don't even know.
It's a fool's game.
It's a fool.
You know what it is. It's a fool's game.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep.
Magic.
magic noise.
I do my grocery shopping during Seahawks games, so
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god! The last time Anthony and I went grocery shopping, and it was a Seahawks game. Actually, no, that's untrue. I went to band practice down in Tacoma.
oh,
The whole way down, I was like, "What's the score? What's the score? What's the score?" We lost that game, but yeah,
Oh.
like every 15 minutes, I'm checking the score. What's going on? Who has the ball?
I hope you were watching the road as well.
Oh, I wasn't driving. I was a passenger, so I was good to go. Just
I
like,
only look at the score to like find out, what quarter we're in, really, and then I continue shopping.
you don't even care the score, who gets the ball or was that?
I go for our home team. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm from North Dakota. We didn't have an NFL team.
North Dakota.
I
Yeah, but did you
No.
support the
North
Vikings
Dakota.
I was not a Vikings fan.
You're not a Vikings fan, eh?
We're from Minnesota.
Oh, that's okay.
But that's pretty close to the Dakotas. Don't
And you know what? I claim to be a Packers fan to piss off the Vikings fan.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's close enough.
There you go.
Well,
my
I just happen to hate the Packers, but
You
that's
know what?
Where they drink water out of a bubbly.
Grocery shopping during the Vikings game.
I'm gonna have to do that during the Packers games or not the 49ers, Steelers or those cheaters, the Patriots.
Go Packers.
Or
Go cheeseheads. It's cheesehead country.
oh my gosh, I cannot. I hate that so much.
And you had the cheesehead.
Oh, cheeseheads!
Cheesehead.
Yeah, cheesehead. Snap into a cheesehead.
Unless the cheeseheads are playing the Patriots, I will go against them. But if the Patriots are playing the Packers, I will definitely go for the Packers because I absolutely cannot stand those cheating bastards Patriots.
Brady.
Oh, that's
all
right.
Oh,
No, I'm just
Tom
kidding.
Brady.
I do remember that.
He's got some deflated balls all the time. That's all he knows. Cheater. Pumpkin.
Sports ball, what are you gonna do?
Everybody's a cheater in sports ball.
But the thing is,
Everybody
I
cheats.
like the New York Giants because they defeated the Patriots in their undefeated season. We crazily got on football. That's
Oh yeah, I root for the Seahawks because it's our, home team. Like, it's good to feel like we have that, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's new to me, even though I've been here for over a decade.
one thing about Seattle that I kind of really super love about the whole town. I hate to say it, my favorite city of Seattle is turning into just a big shithole. Just because of all the homeless
It
people.
breaks my heart too. I love Seattle.
It's just turning into just a shit show. But I love that football season, like every single skyscraper, every building is like blue and green, blue and green, blue and green, blue and green. And it's like we all standing united. I love that. I really love that. And that's how I want our music community, I want us to all stand united.
Yeah. In fact,
Yeah, if
that's
they
why
were
we
as-
have this show, is to unite musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All over the world, not just in our area or in the United States, but all over the whole entire world. Like, there's musicians
Well, if they're
everywhere.
not American, I would rather not work with them personally. So, but that's just me being a true patriot.
Mm.
I mean, unless they're from Canada
Hold on, dog's being a little too quiet. So
or Mexico, because they're touching America.
Right, because they're touching
It's
America.
North American.
They're not touching America.
I don't want nothing to do with them.
Right.
Anyone from Europe, get out.
Right.
Right,
Jeez, harsh, man.
right now, get out.
Right.
No, I'm just joking. No, I worked with a guy from France, and I mean, I would love to tour Europe.
Yeah. It's
That
definitely
would
on
be
the list.
so dope.
Yeah, that's definitely a major goal. Something
That
we
would be,
want.
yeah.
Connect with some folks in the UK, maybe, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, I'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be all the way sick. That'd be next level. So yeah, that's definitely on the radar, on the list.
Mm-hmm.
hold on, I gotta get the dog situated.
I like doing.
Okay,
Puppies, I'm telling you,
I got you.
11-month-old puppies are just pain in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, they're a lot of work.
Yeah, well, you have to keep us in the loop if you guys do end up, doing a world tour. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, next year.
We'll be
No,
doing
I
the
don't
tour.
Yeah. Right.
At some point, though.
Funny.
At least the country tour.
It's definitely
Definitely.
some. Yeah.
Multi-state.
Maybe, multi-state through the Midwest,
Mm-hmm.
doing something.
So I usually ask bands about unique stories that you guys have from anything from the coolest moment that you've had as a band or a musician to the strangest thing you've ever seen when you've played a gig or been on the road.
Wow.
What you got?
That's such a hard time with those kind of questions.
I know.
I have one. The first time I ever met these guys.
Oh,
Oh, there goes my camera. Hold on.
Oh, bye. It's good seeing you.
No, we're back.
There you go.
Fooled you.
Well-
So, first time I met these guys, I can't remember exactly the year, but it was at a venue in the U District called the Lux. That is no longer there. It used to be the old Giggles, and then it was Jiggle,
Oh my gosh.
and then it was the Lux.
That's the
Right.
former
Next to
strip club.
Dante's.
It was the former strip club. We did that one show there.
oh,
But
God.
Twisting
Before it changed over, before it was because it was Jiggles and then Giggles.
Giggles, and then
another strip
no, it
club.
was Giggles, and then Jiggles, and then Giggles, and then the Lux.
Right. Yes, and
So
now
they
it is
did
Giggles again, I think.
Yeah,
Or some
they
sort
still had the Giggles sign up, but it was really the Lux.
of-
And it was a Cavi Gold record production, and
Mhm.
it was my band Lonely Drivers, which is we were like a rockabilly punk band. There was Twisting Fate, which is more like a metal band, and then
Yeah,
Black
I remember.
Noise. And it was one of the funnest shows. I will never forget it. Like, it was such a crazy mesh up of so many genres.
Yeah.
that it was like the coolest show that I have ever been a part of.
That sounds awesome.
That was. I remember. I like the mixed genre shows.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Me too.
Fun.
Like one of my most favorite shows that we've done actually was at Hollow Earth Radio, and they had like 2 punk bands, and they had a DJ doing like funk and soul, and then I think they had like a funk band or like I don't know, a soul band or something. I don't know, and then us. So it was like punk, funk and soul, and us.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh no, it was like a rap group or something too. I don't remember. But anyway, that was a great time. Like
Yeah,
that
it was like
mixture
all
of
that shit.
genres
Yeah.
and different vibes. I really like that.
For sure.
I do too. I really do too.
Definitely. Yeah, the Jedi Mind Tricks was still a favorite for sure for me.
Because it was packed.
Yeah,
That
was.
sounds fun.
And everybody
sold
was
out.
loving what we were doing. I mean, we were on fire that night.
Yeah.
We had the drummer, we had the DJ, we had like 4 people on stage or
Right.
5 people on stage.
Right.
I
Yeah.
swear the next time Doomtree or POS comes back to town, you guys need to get on that bill.
That'd be sick.
And if they play at the Crocodile, I can definitely make that happen. I know the guy who does the booking there.
Ooh.
But you guys would be such a great fit with him, I feel like. Because POS is also a punk rock guy. He sings and plays guitar for a punk rock band called Building Better Bombs.
Oh, dope.
So
That's
you
super.
got to definitely check him out. Like,
You gotta branch out, you know?
oh man,
Diversity.
they are amazing. Like,
Yep.
they're my favorite.
One of the weirdest shows we did was we
Dude,
did a show at Jade Garden, that Chinese restaurant that we would like
mhm.
to clear out and kind of do our own thing at. And like there was this it was some weird like street gang thing or something, and like they were threatening to shoot the place up. And then our guys who were doing security had brought in this big duffel bag full of like guns, and we're in the bathroom like putting guns together and stuff.
Holy shit.
Like,
What?
Oh, okay.
Safeway bags and stuff like
Oh
that.
my god, it's even worse than I
Yeah,
remember.
I remember that dude too.
Whoa.
Dude, I would just grab some Molotov cocktails and just be like, what?
Touch everybody.
No, that's not true.
Time. And that was that same show where they're like, "You got to get out." It's like, I'm part of a gang. I'm gonna fucking come back here and fuck you up. And then
Oh no.
I was just like,
Yeah, so it was like
"Oh,
it was
fuck you
extreme.
up.
So we were like
Flex." Man,
What city is this?
Everett. Yeah, it was North Everett.
Everett, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
so, like, they're in the bathroom putting guns together, and I'm like,
Yeah, man.
what should I do in this situation here? Like, should I leave right now, or should I try to like wait this out? I waited it out. Everything was fine. Nobody, but that was some weird stuff.
Oh my.
See,
was-
that's the stuff that I kind of would expect from Tacoma, especially like after this past weekend that we
I
had.
was gonna say where we were at definitely could have,
Every 5 seconds, it was like cop lights and sirens and like.
Yeah,
gunshots,
like
and I was just like, are we gonna get out of here alive? Like, am I gonna
Oh
get
my Lord.
robbed?
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
Right.
Well, and one of our super fans showed up and he parked on the street, and like this drunk driver sideswept 3 cars that were parked on the street
Oh no.
before 9 o'clock. This was before 9 p.m. at night. That was before we even played. We're set.
Directly right outside the venue too, like
And
right outside the front door.
he hits this guy's truck and like breaks the axle in the back, like just demolishes this truck
Oh no.
on the street. It's just parked. He's just parked there. So, man, like
Dang,
that's how the night started. I have a selfie I took with the cop cars outside the window because the window was right behind the stage.
Oh man.
Like, this is how the night starts.
God.
That's horrible.
It's gonna be a fun night.
Yeah,
Mhm.
seriously. That's insane.
Man, yeah, that was a crazy night. It was crazy fun though.
It was
It
crazy.
was like an all-female drummer showcase.
Mhm.
Oh.
So like all the bands, all of us, we had female drummers, and one of our friends, like, she did a drum solo because her band couldn't play that night because I can't remember why.
There
But
was a scheduling issue. I think someone had to work.
yeah, I think that's might have. Not everybody can get weekends off, but
Right.
Yep.
yeah, Tacoma is definitely an experience.
It's a fun place, but you gotta, be careful too. There's a lot of dark places too.
Yes.
I hear that.
So, well, real quick, I want to go over your neck of the woods because we got a lot to cover tonight on this one.
Take us into the woods, Crash.
So let me get there too. All right. So this week,
Buddy,
wow.
I have no more.
Oh my God. Apparently, my friends are just saying some pretty haha stuff. Okay. So.
That's awesome.
All right. So this week in your neck of the woods, we have Grim Earth, Overwrought, and Arrowhead at McCoy's in Olympia on Saturday. We have Howlin' Back, which is with our good friend Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Playing Underground in Olympia on October 25th.
Woohoo, Russell!
And oh my goodness. So we have this whole week we have at O'Neill's. You see Paul Bakash. At Tom and Jerry's, you have Shorty Long. At Capital Craft, you have Three Way. And at Soyla, you have Paul and Bash again.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't know what state that's in because we are worldwide. Tony V's Garage on the 11th, which is Day of the Dead. We have Glen Canyon and the Damage Zone, and the Damage Done. Sorry, not Damage Zone. Glen Canyon, as everybody may know, is from the band. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna not remember.
You better not say it wrong. I swear.
Window Pane. And then we have, these don't even have dates. Friday, we have RVNT, Withdrawal, Discoveries, Hacked, and Never Home playing somewhere, or the Milestone Club in South Carolina. Saturday, you have Reason to Find, Never I Harm, with Friends Like These, Glow, The Lamplight Gospel. Sunday, you have the Callous Doughboys, Violent Life, Violent Death. Arborea, Aberly, oh my gosh. Aberley, that's what it is. And we have Metal Night at Machine Works, November 20th. Bunch of bands. We have the 1287 Classic Rock Duo playing the Cloverleaf Inn, November 9th. Bottle Cap Rockets is playing Whiskey Alley Saturday, November 23rd. In the Drink on Saturday, November 30th. El Gross solo Halloween show is at the Chesapeake Tavern Thursday the 31st, which is Halloween.
Oh, wow. Halloween show.
We have Jared Lynn playing the Washington State, or live in Washington State. That's Friday, November 15th at the Carco Theater in Renton, and Saturday, November 16th at the Washington State History Museum. We have Wreckage Halloween Bash 2019 with Wyatt Olney, the Wreckage, Woodshed, Celia, and the Virginia Street Revival, and that's at Daryl's Tavern.
Hey, I know that place.
Hey.
I love that place. Salem Bend and Supercluster West Coast is playing with Millhouse, the DeVelles, and Raising Enemy, and that's November 9th at the Tin Hat. I'm guessing that's in Oregon. Luigi's, we have End Status, Massacre at the Opera, Drug of Choice, Suicide Ghost, and others playing an all ages show December 14th. Tony V's, Custom Sovereign Citizen and the Nonprofits, Primary Pulse, Seth Meisel Band, Prelude to the Pistol, our friends of Deadbeat Blackout,
Woohoo!
the Simbound, Quad Dog, Omega Theory. That's November 23rd at Tony V's.
Just remember something.
We have another Luigi show. My Friends of Darklight
Nice.
is playing with Deadbeat Blackout, Prelude to a Pistol, and Sins and Sinners, and that's October 26th.
Nice. That sounds
Also
like
an all ages show.
cool.
Doggy.
Eastside Bar and Grill. And I believe this is in Portland because I played this place and I absolutely love it. It's crazy. Drainage X, Amnesia, Rat Mouth, and Unholy Drown is playing. Jackson Street Bar House of Music. The TWTYES, the 20th, is a night of horror and Halloween party November 2nd. So that
Ooh.
is what, Saturday?
Nice. Yeah.
Friday, October 25th, Boomtown American Saloon presents Freakers Ball. There's a costume contest.
Oh.
And doors open at 8. And that's at the Boomtown American Saloon in Lewiston, Idaho.
Oh, cool.
Tony Flambe is playing Elmer's and Burien. Halloween Party 9 to 1. Never Recover classic rock for the new millennium. And we have, and this is the same one, the Daryl Show. Sorry, a lot of people comment on the same thing.
Right. I got you.
Lust for Glory and Gravity Blanket, House of Voy, and I think it's Bourbon is playing the Future Bar, October 26th. Mental Conde, the Jambe, is at a hot shop at 9:30. We have Empire Music Alliance, Kira Michelle, and East of Friday is playing November 16th at O'Malley's.
Ooh, O'Malley's is a fun place.
O'Malley's.
Right. They do music, right? And then we have Empire Music Alliance again, November 9th. Juliet Tango, Jacob Vino, Kara Michelle, and Debbie Blackout are playing the Royal Bear. And
That's for benefit, right?
in your neck of the woods. Yes. And that is your neck of the woods.
Did you plug hours for next Friday?
No, next Friday, no. But I do have it on my Facebook because it was the first thing that popped up. We are playing November 1st, which is Day of the Dead, at the Mirkwood. And we are playing with our friends, the Maxwells, my band Fatal Butterfly, with the Disorderlies and Antler Bag. Show starts at 8.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to be all dressed up, so I'm pretty excited about that.
What's your costume? What's y'all's costume?
Sugar
We're
Skull.
gonna be Sugar Skull women. Like,
Oh, because it's
Day of the Dead.
I forgot it's not Halloween, so
No, it's Day of the Dead. So
the
you
day after Halloween.
yes.
It's gonna be fun. An all ages venue, so it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we played there, they double booked, so we had to go on at 4:00 in the afternoon.
oh my god, that's not a
But
good.
they did us right. Like they gave us dinner on them for free. So
Last time I played there, it was a good time. They got good food at Mirkwood. I like
They
it.
do. They have good food.
It's all
yeah,
vegan.
really nice people. Like there were still some really cool people we met and hung out with. So
oh yeah, absolutely.
I got to meet that band Gravitas. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I went to school with one of the wives from Gravitas.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember
It
that.
was really weird because I went to like finish high school in Centralia, Washington, which nobody's ever even heard of.
Wait,
Do you
what
know
is
if they're gonna come out that night?
I don't know.
I'll message them.
what city in Washington did you go to high school?
Centralia.
Oh, Centralia.
My father went.
Centralia. Santa Helia is what we called it.
Ooh, Centralia. I like that. It's the centralist point of Washington. That's why it's
And our rivals were the shit Halas.
centralist.
It's shit Halas, but we call it shit Halas.
Yeah. They still call it that.
Yeah.
Snatchy, Shithalis,
Santa
Centralia,
Helia, Rottenchester,
Granite Falls.
Everett.
Everett.
What?
Everett.
Forever That's what I call it. Forever.
Succoma.
I've not heard that one. That's funny.
Dumb fart. Addle. Stupid Addle? No.
Stupid Addle. Yo, you're going back to Stupid Addle, I see. Trying to get a show out in Stupid Addle, gonna make it big, huh?
Shame you never let me down, brother. Like you always like,
Demons.
oh, kind of.
It kind of is,
We're a
though.
little snobby out here.
Yeah.
You know, we live in the forest.
Marysville.
Ooh.
What are you coming up with? They don't have all these. What are you doing right now? What is that?
Like, we're just making it up as we go.
I'm just spitballing, baby. You never know what's gonna stay.
I'm Brandon. Everything I do is Brandon.
Early Manson.
I did just try to Manson. I probably should do that. That's probably
Everything-
appropriate.
Oh my
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's the,
You know,
that's the news.
Just quoting Charlie Manson and
Yeah,
bad mouthing every city in Washington. No big deal.
Yep, that's just how it is.
Another Wednesday night.
Yep.
Yeah, we call that hump day.
It's all hump day around these parts. Yep. Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So, how do you guys listen to your music? Do you like it on vinyl or digital or tape?
I mean, I just stream everything at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite the streamer myself. You know, I'll be Spotifying it up.
I know. I feel like why do us little bands even make CDs? Nobody.
I think it's only for the merch table. You know,
That's
it's
the
like
only reason why.
Yeah, but you can always like just sell like a $5 card with like here's a freaking but like this thing, and you can download our music on iTunes or whatever.
like even I buy CDs, even though I don't even have a way to play them. Just like to
support,
and like to have a little reminder of the time I had.
Yeah, and I think that's how we're losing a lot of our support. Is just people don't buy like hard copies of music anymore.
Oh, right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a different game now for sure. You got to do most of your business is going to be like online. You know what I mean? Like promoting yourself online and streaming your stuff for free, really, or for pennies on the dollar. It's just a different kind of game, I guess.
Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change,
Guys.
Yeah. So that's it.
Things always go change.
But personally, I like vinyl.
I'm a vinyl person too. Like I just bought a vinyl last week. I went to a concert, Breed, Clutch, and Dropkick and Murphys, and I bought a Clutch.
Oh wow,
It was an amazing show. Oh my gosh, it was
that's
really
crazy.
fun.
Where was that at?
That was in Seattle at I can't ever say it right. It's that baseball field. It's Safeco Field.
Yeah, Safeco.
There we go.
No, it's Safeco.
No, I thought it was T-Mobile Park.
That's the
Is
best.
that what it is?
Is it the baseball field or the football field?
Safeco Field.
Baseball.
So it's the T-Mobile.
It's Vista Ball.
It's the T-Mobile Park now.
Baseball.
So I was in there, and it was a good show. I've been a Clutch fan for a long time, so I was there for Clutch, but the other bands were pretty amazing too. So
I'm glad that you like. So sometimes when I will go to shows with some of my friends, and we get, well, back in the day, they get tickets and go pick them up, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to be ready. It doesn't matter because they don't come on until this time." Yeah, but I want to see who's opening up for them. They might be my new favorite band. Like,
yep.
I don't know. I want to check out every band that plays because it's hard work.
It is. So they had a guy that played acoustic, and he was pretty awesome, and we were there for him, and he was so thankful for the people who showed up for him because, people don't come until their band's on, and you can miss out on a lot, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, the band that you missed may have been your new favorite band.
Well, we were down on the floor. We wanted to like stake out our spot and be like, so we were ready. It was awesome. I was in like the second row. So Dropkick Murphys have an accordion player that can rip it up, man. And he got on stage with Clutch because Clutch was second. So it was Hatebreed and then Clutch. And this guy from Dropkick Murphys came out and he did like this accordion solo. And dang, you guys, like this guy was jumping around with this accordion, spitting like it was totally metal accordion. And I was like, yes!
That's crazy.
I'm really impressed right now.
I do accordion. I know I get a lot of flack for that, but that's one of the things I like to do in Leavenworth. I go to the accordion festival, and it is.
There's an accordion festival?
Like what?
Dude.
That would be in Leavenworth, though.
Yeah,
that makes
right.
sense.
Dude, I kind of wish my grandfather was still alive.
Yeah.
He would just like hammer it out on the accordion. He just like,
Well, like,
because we're like Norwegian Swedes, so like that's our like.
Right.
so they do
That's
a
our
parade.
thing.
There's a parade with this festival, and it's like everybody in the town that plays accordion marches down the street with their accordion and they play. Like,
That's-
I need to get an accordion. I feel like.
I have one. I have one.
But can we take your banjo, like your little Indian banjo thing?
I
Accordion.
I took
With
a
strings.
accordion lesson while I was at the festival the first year. So like I like learned a little bit of accordion because my grandpa he played accordion when he was alive, and I was gifted his accordion. So I have his accordion. I want to learn how to play it. So
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Girl, we gotta figure it out, yo.
I will. I am.
Do it.
Yeah,
The cool freaking instruments at your house. You have this Indian banjo, accordion, ukulele.
I
But
got.
Maxine, you can only wear lederhosen if you're going to play the accordion, though.
Ooh, snap.
And clogs as well, too.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe Crocs.
Old school or new school?
I
But wait.
Yeah.
I thought clogs were like a Dutch thing and not so much a German thing.
With the clogs?
Yeah.
It is.
The Dutch, aren't they the ones that have like stick their fingers in the dike wearing their little cloggy poos? Isn't that how it goes?
World cultures with crash fist fight. That's a new segment right there. They stick it on the bike.
Oh my God, Rocks and Socks should do that one.
Yes. Rocks and Socks are our sock puppets that we want to introduce someday.
Someday.
Yeah, do that.
Socks is just sitting in a drawer somewhere right now.
Rocks is back. Rocks is back behind my drum set. So.
What was that MTV show that they had the sock puppets? You all know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
Yes, I remember. It was like prank callers.
Crank yankers.
Prank
Wait,
yankers.
What is it?
Prank yankers.
No, not that one. It was anyway, I'll remember it at some point later in my life.
That's
I'll be sitting in my room and be like, oh, that's what it was. Right.
What is it? What was it, Arliss?
We're
You
going.
can't remember.
My brain is useless.
I don't even know why it's there.
I just like to bring up things that have no real relevance and I can't remember all the details of. That's how
Oh my God, me too.
I think that's all of us.
I think that's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing to do in a conversation.
It's a
I mean, big hit at the parties, let me tell you.
Like, dude, you remember that movie with that guy and they did that thing at one time? Yeah, that's my favorite. Like, you know.
It was the Stifle and Ollie.
Stifle and Ollie. There we go. That's it. You got it, man.
Everybody's all Googling it. I'm over here just eating my chicken fries.
There they are.
Man.
Those beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're
Oh, my
out.
God. They kind of almost look like rocks and socks.
That's
I
what I'm
know.
saying. Y'all should do it. It's a good idea.
It
Stifle
is.
and Ollie show was excellent.
We should do it. We will. We will. We just didn't know how to really put that in the show with flow, if that makes sense. So we were like, well, our
I
plan
told you, we should just be like talking, and then all of a sudden, like, this like the puppet just like creeps the freaking camera and just like.
But then you got to learn how to be a ventriloquist, you know?
Right.
oh no, it'll be better if we don't.
You know?
Oh, there you go. Just, yeah. Perfect.
It's
We
like,
thought that if
yeah.
so that a guest all of a sudden had an emergency and had to go, we could bring out the sock puppet. So that's like our backup plan. Like if some kind of emergency comes up and a guest can't make it or they have to abruptly leave, we'll bring out the sock puppets.
You just have like the sock puppets guest host a whole show.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
It's gonna be such a short show, but oh my God, we should make up like backstories for him, like superhero ones.
I don't want to be a superhero. I want to be like, I don't know, like yours can be a superhero and mine can be like,
What is socks gonna do?
I don't
It
know,
can
like
make feet smell less horrible in a single
Maybe
changing
they
room.
worked at a Starbucks for a really long time. And
yeah, something like that. I want Rock to be like, I lived on the
Use
streets
Payless,
they can be a used
A
Payless
used-
sock.
Payless loner sock.
Ooh,
Right.
ooh.
What a life.
Ew.
Socks isn't that trashy. I mean,
That might be Rocks right there.
I don't know, man.
Rocks is from
Sucky life.
hard times.
That's so sucky. Watch out.
And they only drink sake.
Yeah, they only drink sake.
Yes.
Socks is more
Oh,
like,
Rocky.
And they like to vacuum because they love
socks is more like a sock that you'll find in like a mission.
I don't think anybody
Something a homeless man guy like threw away.
Right. Right. All the way. Every day.
Every day.
Are you guys gonna bust out some
Oh,
stuff?
yes, bust out some music. Do that. Yes.
Do that. I want you guys to do something.
Yeah, do something. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Sometimes you're sitting in a chair and then you're high, way up in the air, cause you just do what you gotta do. My bad if it smells like doo-doo. Maybe you smelled the funk, got up the fart, but it traveled bunk. So now y'all smell the gas that came out, that dust from the ass. Yeah, it's the dust from the past. It's the black from the past. We're here to stay like a rash. But can't be smooth. We're too smooth. Criminals, individuals, and we don't freestyle all the time, but it's right now it's a miracle that I'm keeping it going. I'm keeping it flowing, and you never really knowing where I'm gonna stop, where I'm gonna quit. Mushroom coming through with the top of the dome spit. I'm just wish I had more snacks so I can kick more raps, but I can still kick raps without snacks. I'd just rather get the stacks, so I can go all across the world to play all the boys and girls and other states and continents. I just want to get it in. So if you can follow that, please come through and support the family black.
Yeah,
Era? Put some J Rock in there.
that was awesome.
Such
Put some
Yeah.
J Rock in there.
That's our new single.
Yeah,
Dropping tomorrow.
right.
Really?
Dropping the money. It's gonna be dropping about 10
Or it's
minutes.
just dropped, I guess.
Right. Oh, it's already out. Yeah.
It's already out.
Yeah.
Now.
out now.
You done it live.
Hours.
Exclusive.
This is gonna be on all platforms as soon as the show is done. because it automatically posts on like Facebook and here and there and everywhere. Like once we leave the studio, so
My cat digs it. She came running in here. She was like, "Woo!"
the dog's right here too. I don't know if it was like
You're into the black magic over
you guys
here? Check it out.
the BMN or if it was the chicken fries, but I guess it could go either way.
What's that?
It's intoxicating.
Right. Yep.
He's
Chicken
eating-
fries, that's where it's at. Oh, Miss Pat.
Hey,
Hey, you got your chicken fries. That's what's up.
Hey.
Oh, that
I
cat's
did get my chicken fries. I've been waiting all day for my chicken fries.
Look at the kitty.
He's so
We
cute.
got chicken
And
fries.
chicken.
We got a cat.
all right, we got everything.
We got
you need.
every-
You put like a little
Everything.
top hat on him and a little jock strap.
Yo, I'm
and
gonna
he's
ruin
like,
his
you
life.
know, little.
Nah.
Let me ruin his life.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh shit. Oh wait. Arliss is gonna ruin somebody's life. I'm not sure who's at this particular moment.
I'm gonna be so sad
Who
about this.
is?
Arliss.
Oh goodness, look at that.
Oh
Look
my gosh, what a
Oh,
sweet
I'm pretty pissed, actually, right now.
face.
I'm gonna start struggling because
What a cutie. I had a cat that looked like that a while back, man.
Oh my goodness, what a sweet kitten face.
It's my good boy. He's my son, and I love him so much.
What's his name?
okay,
Smugs.
run to your
Hugs. I love it.
Yeah, he's the smuggler.
I think our cat's name is Chase, but I call him.
You think-
Well, I call him.
You guys just live with him. He's not like you're not close.
Kind of. I mean, technically, I guess his name is Chase, but like there was a time where he like ate off all of his fur, and so I called him Poodle Pants because he was just like rocking just like the fur from his like knees down, but
Oh,
like
that's
his
sad.
back to like his butt was just gone.
Ew.
And so I called him Poodle Pants for the longest time till his hair grew back. I was
Oh
like,
my
"What's up, Poodle Pants?" But now I call him Kitten Face.
Oh, you got two? Look at that one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Fernando.
I like him.
That's a kitty.
Yeah, he's fun.
I like that one.
Dude, he's Fernando.
Halloween.
Second time he's ever made an appearance, so he must really like you guys.
Yeah, second time.
See,
You can tell.
That's
You know,
all right.
I was on my way back from work today, and I was riding my bike through this alleyway, and I made direct eye contact with this little street cat. And then I looked behind me, and he was running after me. So I stopped, and I put my bike to the side, and just like hung out with this street cat for a while.
Hey,
Dude, cats are sweet cats because they're
I
just
thought
like,
about taking him home.
They can be really cool cats, man. They
come give me lovins. You should have brought him home.
little street cat.
Yeah,
I'm sure your voice.
cats love me, man.
Schmugs. Oh yeah.
Yep, there was this one
For
time
like 2 seconds.
where so back at the place where we all lived together, the Black Lagoon. One of the homies had his bedroom out in the living room. He had little blankets that partitioned his section of the living room off.
Mm.
Uh,
I was hoping for a fort or something.
it was kind of
It was sort of a blanket fort.
It was
really.
definitely a blanket fort.
It was
definitely
definitely like
yeah,
Mine
yeah.
got him.
Sleeping bag stapled to the ceiling to like partition off his own little
Yeah,
section.
yeah.
And
I got a totally different visual, but okay.
raccoon baby had went in there.
no, it was a
Possum.
a possum.
It was a possum baby.
Oh my god, even cuter.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby snuck into our house.
oh my god.
Went into the thing. I was getting ready for work, and I like just happened to look over and watch the possum crawl out and then scuttle into his room. And I'm like, "Hey man, there's a possum in there." He's like, "Ah, ah, ah." So he like runs out of his room, and we were about to kill it. We got this a broom, a sword, and a stick of some sort. And Robbie comes out, RLS comes out. He's like, "What's going on out here?" We're like, "Yeah, there's a possum in here." He's like, "Oh man, put all that stuff away." He goes in there, picks the possum up, puts it outside, and then goes to bed. It was just a
You
crazy-
just picked up a possum. It didn't even bite you or hiss at you.
Yeah, I heard all this commotion. I like come outside and these guys have like all these weapons. Brian's like and stuff.
It's a big possum.
And I'm like, for real, man, it's so fucking it's a baby. It's a little baby.
I just did it too, so don't even.
I know, I said the F.
Don't even worry, Arliss. Like it happens. It's not like a stipulation where we need to have a bunch of.
swear.
Oh,
40 lashings. for
I
Bud
know.
Light.
I'm gonna put a quarter in the bucket. Don't
There
worry.
you go. There we go.
I could use one of my sound
Oh.
effects over here.
We should do that.
I'm a bad boy.
Yeah, that bad boy.
I really want to make like a swear bucket, so like anybody who swears on the show should like the F word especially. But I feel like I would be the one like contributing I'm always gonna be like $100. I'm just gonna prepay $20 now because I know it's gonna happen.
Fund our show just with that.
I know.
What if you had a swear jar? Or a
Yeah,
swear-
just for me, girl. Like,
That would be rich.
Right.
yeah, we'd be going on tours and stuff.
Yeah, you guys could
Right.
take this across country.
Mm-hmm.
Living rooms.
Yep.
all across the living rooms on the World Wide Webs.
On the World Wide Web.
It's okay. You can Venmo me. It's fine.
Ooh,
There you go.
I have
My
Venmo.
first swears because we have to pay the FC.
I love Venmo, man. Venmo's easy.
FCC for FU.
Mhm.
For the F's. Yeah.
I'll just be like, you can Venmo me at this or find me on Venmo.
Yeah.
No,
I love Venmo. It's nice. It's so easy to pay people on there.
convenient.
I was very skeptical at first. I'm
Either
like,
way.
how can it be good that I can easily transfer my funds to another person with like an instant? Like that's got to be easily susceptible to security risks.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, everything's working out. So
Yeah,
well,
if you holding it down.
Knock on
Everything
wood, man.
goes, it doesn't really matter.
yeah, true.
I feel like it's a lot easier than like PayPal or any of those other ones. I don't have a PayPal, but I have a Venmo.
I got a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Hit me up. Hit me up, guys.
Right.
Hit me up, y'all.
Holler
I
at me.
accept all donations.
That's your boy.
Rob-Snow-3 on Venmo. Hit me up.
Venmo.
See all platforms.
You know,
including
speaking of platforms, where can we find your music online? Like, where can our viewers find you?
So
Yeah.
Black Magic Noise has a couple of tracks up, but we're working on putting some more out.
Mhm.
But you can find at least 2 tracks from Black Magic Noise on all streaming platforms. And on SoundCloud, Black Magic Noise goes back a ways,
Okay.
Like, you know, for years and years.
Long time.
Okay.
But as far as like individually,
And
you
we
can
got sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
And we got music videos too.
right on YouTube.
Yes.
Noise
That's what I wanted to know about.
Yeah. Push your music videos. Are you guys on YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Black Magic Noise. Noise with a Z.
Right.
Just like right here. And you can find my music at anywhere Arliss, ARALESS, anywhere on the webs streaming.
I'm a ghost.
What about
He's
you,
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I have
He's my imaginary friend.
Yeah. Ovan. I'm on Bandcamp. You know, the usual.
The usual.
Then I'm Mad Shroom MC on Spotify, iTunes, all of that. Instagram, Twitter. That's MADSHROOM MC.
MC.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shit.
Shit.
Never mind.
Thanks, guys. All right, do you have any upcoming events you wanted to plug too?
Yes, when is your guys' next event? Because I definitely want to go. As long as there's one stipulation. It cannot be El Corazon. Like,
We don't really play El Corazon.
Yeah,
I
so-
refuse to support
We don't play that fun
you.
house. It's
Right.
not fun
Oh,
for
good,
us.
good. Don't. Well, I can't tell you not to, but I'm just saying, me personally,
Nah, I mean, we-
have a personal boycott against them. But
That's fair.
You've heard, yeah.
We've heard some things.
I've experienced some things.
Oh, I believe
Well,
it.
and if not events or shows, like when you know, do you plan on releasing anything new, like an album or a new single?
Well, we definitely are putting some things into motion. We're working on some new music. So I think we're kind of like just gonna do that for the time being and work on our green screen show. We have
That
this,
makes
like,
sense. In the
Well,
window,
plug your show. Like, tell us about your show.
yeah. So it's called BMN Mondays, and so we just finished season 1. There's episodes online, and then now we're gonna be doing season 2. So we're gonna be getting all our ducks in a row to make it bigger and better than last time.
Mhm.
So
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And that's BMN Mondays, like Black Magic Noise Mondays.
That's correct.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Hey, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, kids, we have like less than 6 minutes. So,
So do you guys have any advice that you want to pass on to musicians that are just starting out?
Don't do it.
Don't waste your life. No,
I'm just kidding.
It's expensive as hell.
Do it. Do it.
No, you know what?
Give it.
Nowadays, if you're gonna do some music, there's a lot of ways to do it. You could just be like the living legend in your basement that everybody knows about in your community, which is fine. But if you really want to like do stuff, get your brand image right. Get your color schemes. Think about your brand image and like what kind of story you want to tell people, because that's really hard to try to smash in there later. So if you can start by thinking of that now and how you're going to
that's some really good advice too.
that would be my only piece of advice, because I wish somebody had told me more.
I was just thinking, I wish somebody would have told me all this stuff too.
Yeah.
Because now I got to figure it out, and I'm just like, I don't even know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
a fun pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, happy go, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Do follow your dreams, follow your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Do what you want to do.
Do it.
Don't listen to people you love.
Yep. Experiment.
Yeah.
Try new things.
Right.
Do it from the heart.
Exactly.
Do it from the heart.
Do it from the heart. Don't gamble on a fart. What more do you need to say? I mean, that's
That's
it.
the single
Right there.
right
Got
there.
that a fortune cookie, I would be like, dude.
Oh man, if I got a fortune cookie that said "Don't gamble on a fart," I'd be like, you know what? That's some really good, wise information.
Seriously. Yeah.
Like,
Especially as you get older, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh, I'm telling you. Well, thank you guys for being on the show. It's been a long time, and I
thanks for
definitely,
inviting us.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
definitely want to come to your guys' show. So please keep me updated.
We'll do
We'll
for
probably
sure.
do one
We
popping up soon.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have some stuff popping up.
That's awesome.
Awesome, and
Oh,
yeah, definitely let us know.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you guys, get to know you, and hang out with you. That's what this show.
Yeah, good to meet you, Maxine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sure we'll see each other around in the scene eventually again. So yeah, it's fun.
All right. Well, Maxine, you want to take us out?
Sure, girl.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Happy Wednesday. See you
Good
next
night,
week.
everyone, and thank you for joining.
That's great.